What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And that's right, folks, it's your favorite segment, my favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment, where we take a look at DSP's financial information for the work week. And of course, we ensure that Phil had one, a good day off, and two, the business liquidity is on point. And spoiler alert, folks, it's not. Our boy Phil is having a rough go these days with support. And God forbid if the BattleFront collection is abysmal on PlayStation, as most people are reporting. As you know, if you watch my video, I played it on PC on Steam. I played it for an hour and a half. I shut that shit off and requested a refund as quick as it took to download. That's how quickly I requested a refund. And I touched base with a friend of mine who's playing it on PlayStation, and he reported that it's a hot garbage mess as well. So this may be a rough start for our boy Phil. Anyway, let's take a look at the numbers, and yeah, let's see how Phil did during the work week. So as you guys know, the work week started on March 8th and extended through the 13th. And for total tips, Phil pulled in a measly $771. By the way, someone did request that I start putting charts. So I wasn't sure which chart, so I just added a lovely little chart here to the totals. As you can see, it kind of gives you the breakdowns of super chats and tips for the total work week. And as you can see, tips accounted for 61.7% of the business income. Now if we take a look at for super chats, now again, super chats, this is where the business is really struggling, the super chats, on top of the fact that no one's buying memberships or gifting memberships. So you have two forms of income for Phil that have been rock bottom for several months. As you can see here, Phil pulled only $175 in super chats for a grand total of $946. Now, let's not forget, folks, that was with Throwback, which apparently Phil is placing his hopes on the business, and 3 playthroughs of Baldur's Gate 3. What really killed him here was Like a Dragon. I think he ended up playing Like a Dragon 3 times, and of course, literally no one gives a shit about Baldur's Gate. About Like a Dragon. I mean, he should throw that shit in the trash can. But of course he won't, because he's pig-headed and he doesn't want Duty to come out and make a video that he wage quit like a Dragon Infinite Beg, which of course you know your boy Duty would. So if we take a look at the totals for the previous week, Phil had a better last week, and of course this was due to him begging mostly. He pulled in $1,216 in tips, and then in super chats he pulled in $330 for a grand total of $1,546. He almost pulled in double in super chats than he did the previous compared this week to last week. He almost pulled in double last week. So again, like I'm saying, the super chats are hurting Phil tremendously. That coupled with the fact that no one's gifting memberships, and even the dents aren't buying memberships. He gets the occasional 5 or 10 member bombs from Little Gremlin, but that's about it. OIC seems to be MIA, or he's just been around dropping anonymous tips for Phil. So it's one or the other. But of course, OIC is on a different life path these days. She, as she wants to be referred to, is getting therapy and making a significant life change. So big ups to OIC for improving her life. So yeah, so those are the totals for the work week. It's not good for Phil, man. This week he definitely had to cut back and maybe go to Burger King for the DoorDash. He had to limit, instead of 3 DoorDash orders on his day off, he may have just had 1. Who knows? Which we know doesn't make Cat happy, because Cat has to actually cook or microwave something, which is not fun for either Cat or Phil. So I hope you guys liked the little chart. Maybe you guys can make some recommendations in the comments of what more charts you would want. But there you go. There's one chart right there for some of you who are visual people. All right, so let's look at the totals for the month so far. For the month of March, Phil has pulled in $2,350. And again, I must remind people, these are simply just super chats and tips. This doesn't include memberships or ad revenue. I try to make a guesstimate of that at the end of the month. But you know, the tips and the super chats are two things that we can definitely monitor. And like I said, it's the most significant part of the business, the income of the business. And again, these are numbers for DSP Gaming, DSP Throwbacks, and DSP Reacts, all 3 channels. He's not doing good. I mean, it's the middle of the month, and he's not even close to half of what he pulled in last February, in February. So if the numbers keep going this way, you know, Phil's looking at a dip of income on top of the fact that the memberships are abysmal. So let's now take a look at, oh, and I'm also tracking, of course, the view totals, but we'll get those numbers at the end of the month. I was looking at Social Blade earlier this week, and yeah, his numbers are worse. His numbers are worse than they were last month. So expect a dip in total views in March. So now let's look at the accumulative year of 2024 so far. So far, Phil has managed to make $10,274. Compare that to last year where he made $10,684. And then for Super Chats, he's made $3,110. Compared to the same period of 2023, Phil made $4,287. Right here. This is almost, this is about $1,100 less in Super Chats. And again, I have to keep saying this, memberships are dead. He's not getting any more memberships. And he said the other day, hey, Dents, the free membership bombs are over with. That's not happening anymore. No, that's still happening, Phil. That's still happening. That's why you still have 2,500 members, where at least 2,300 of those are Argentinian memberships. So you're pretty screwed there. So let's look at the grand totals. So in 2024 so far, Phil has managed to make $13,384 compared to $14,800 last year, for a net decrease of 10%. Phil has made 10% less in super chats and tips year over year. It looks even worse when you compare it to 2022. So for 2022, like I said, for 2024, Phil made $13,384 so far. And if you compare that to 2022, he made $21,194 for a net decrease of 37%. 37%, Phil. I'm sorry, but I don't see how Battlefront Collection will save the business. And I saw that you actually posted that you have a new game that you and Kat are going to be doing co-op play with. And I'm guessing you're hoping that will save the business, or you'll manage to get a few more co-op play streams with Kat and milk that and earn some extra income. But I just don't see it. The novelty of you and Kat streaming together is dead. I mean, the last time you did it, she fucking stormed off like a child, and you what, made $70, but barely any super chats. Yeah, it doesn't matter what game you're playing, Phil. If you bring Kat on stream, the novelty of it is done. People just don't care. You may want to do a Q&A, but again, you're going to bitch and moan that the Q&A questions are repetitive and stupid. So what's the fucking point? Anyway, those are the number, folks. Expect BegMagedón to occur starting today. I expect Phil to go hard on the beg and try to guilt trip people and say, look, I'm playing, different games. I'm not playing RPGs. I'm playing a shooter. So you guys better support. This is what you asked for. So throw the money my way. Dents, open up the Velcro wallets and throw cash my way. And if that doesn't happen, you think the beg on Sunday, the 15 begs on Sunday was something? Wait for the day if support's slow. We're going to be seeing like 20. We may see scorn level bitching by Phil. Anyway, that's it, folks. Don't forget, I'm streaming today at around 11:30. We're going to be having a nice walkthrough of the Side Scrollers podcast interview that occurred 1 year ago. And we're going to look at some of the memorable moments of Phil making himself look totally stupid. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.